Recording. Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome.
The Creative Trailers Diaries, Part 2.
That's what it is. That's Creative Trailers.
Podcast.
Tamala and Nate are back. We got Jonathan and Lexi with us today.
I'm Rebel.
Okay.
No, you're Lexi on this
You're
podcast, and you are Jonathan. You don't even have. You're not even able to hear anything because you're not even. It's not even
not
plugged in.
I think that's the best part about it.
Oh my gosh, Lexi,
What up, doggy?
could you even hear me?
No.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Oh man.
This is
Why?
a train wreck already.
Yeah.
I hate trains.
I
The
hate
band
Rex.
sucks. Let's talk music.
I think this is gonna be great because like she'll get like some words, so she'll have to figure out what we're saying, and then like her
Just
responses
guess.
are gonna be like so off, unless they're not, and she's like
True.
right on. the
I'm like
money.
really excited about this because we're like introducing more people and then we can just rotate so we don't
Oh, yeah.
always have to do the same set for.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
we're
think
gonna
you and I need to be the consistents.
Yeah.
And we can just shuffle everyone else.
we're gonna rotate.
It's gonna be so good.
I think so. That's the best way to do it because one,
Keeps
we
it fresh.
find out who people really want to hear, and then in the comments they could be like, "Yeah, get rid of Nate."
Get rid of this person.
In their comments or in Tamala's voicemail?
Probably both.
Dude, so my dad called me yesterday. I already told you the story.
Yeah.
But my dad called me yesterday while I was working in the guest group, so I just sent it to voicemail. And I don't remember what you said. I'm like, oh, my dad's calling me. And he's like, oh, it's probably about this. And I was like, no. And I checked the voicemail. It's like 5 minutes long.
Oh, he left you a voicemail.
Yeah, he left me a voicemail. So the first part of it was what, Lexi? What was that?
Okay, maybe you need to lose the headphones.
You almost made me pee. I'll do one like a DJ.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
That's perfect.
So anyway, my dad calls
Holding
me,
it.
leaves me this voicemail, and the first part he's talking about the Trump book we talk about with the quotes of the hurricane,
yeah.
and it's actually published by Stephen Colbert.
Oh wow.
So he told us to do our research more, and we should look into the book because apparently it's funny. I don't know. And then the second part of the voicemail was probably about 3 minutes long, and
That's a long time.
he went on about how my opinion of A Star Is Born is wrong. Basically, long story short, I didn't allow myself to feel the pain that the movie was trying to convey. And I went into it with this attitude of, my parents cried, so I'm not going to cry, and therefore I could not enjoy the movie. So he said I should go watch it again and give you all an updated opinion. I have not watched it yet.
Interesting. Wait, so when you watched the movie,
Mhm.
you knew like your parents' opinion of the movie?
Oh, yeah. No, they sent me like $20 to go see this movie that day.
a whole 20.
A whole 20.
See, that's why I'm afraid to give people my opinions on movies because I feel like I'm gonna ruin
But
their like
the
look
thing
on
is
it.
that like I felt the sadness and I felt it in my chest. Like I felt the emotion. I just didn't physically cry like everyone else. And so
I
like
agree 100% with your dad. I'm on his side.
of what?
I don't know, but I want this man to like me.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. You can join Nate,
Are you
Chance,
trying
and
to date
Chris
her or something?
and their
No, I'm trying to
obsession.
date your dad. So,
No.
So
You
you would
need
have.
to, you need to meet Billy.
You better get in line 'cause I think Nate, Chance, and Chris are all in line
Yeah.
right now.
yeah.
But
Billy
But
Baker,
yeah.
if you're listening to this episode, you're the best man that I know.
also, what we need to figure out before the next podcast is how to do phone calls. Because he wants
Yes.
to call
Oh, like
in.
this. You just say, "Hey Siri, call."
Well, he's working
Put
right
it
now.
on speaker. Hold it up
I
to the
guess
mic.
we could do that, but he wants to be able to call in.
Or like K-Win, or
And-
like the radio
and
stations,
comment.
how they do it.
yeah. Like, we have to figure out how to make it sound good. But he wants to call in. Maybe we'll do a Skype thing, and he wants to be able
No
to
ASMR stop.
comment on our show. So yeah, so that's the feedback I got from our last show. My mom says she was listening to it, and she still loves me even though I don't like A Star Is Born. And Maisie said Chris sounded like ASMR, and that was about it.
I think you need to add some tags on the next video when Barnum's on and add ASMR so that more people watch it and they're like,
True.
ooh.
Ooh.
And then we trick them.
Be like, it's there. You just gotta listen for it.
You gotta figure out who does it.
But yeah, so that is where we're at with the podcast, and we have nowhere to go but to grow.
Dude, I like it.
We're starting from the rock bottom.
Yeah.
No, that's not where things
Nowhere to
grow.
go up,
Oh, his
nowhere
other
to go but
feedback
up.
was he's like, you should. I know you don't want to edit edit it at all, but you should put some compressors in here and there. So I did put them in.
I'll compress.
Oh, did you compress
I put a little bit on
Honestly,
each
that's
of
not how
us,
that works.
Yeah.
just to hopefully help. So
Compress.
we'll see what happens.
Unless we don't.
Unless we don't, and this podcast just dies
Unless
in a
like we
hole.
die.
So, fun fact: I've not listened to any of your podcasts.
What?
Well, it's only one.
I have two.
Okay,
You have two?
There's one with Maisie and I did,
I can probably
and
try
then there's the last one.
and do that. No promises, but like, what is the?
Literally, both podcasts we end up talking about pop culture a lot,
Okay.
so movies, all that stuff. But really, it's just a 45-minute conversation where we just ebbs and flows, my dude.
Mm.
Can we do like a Sunday night slow jam podcast?
Ooh, maybe that can be your.
And we have to talk like this.
Maybe we can just make a podcast
Sunday
network.
Slow Jam.
Oh,
Like a what?
a podcast network.
That's
So
the new thing, yeah.
So they're all under the Creative Trailer Diaries umbrella,
Mm.
but like you could have a sports one, you could have your slow jams,
Mm.
your pop culture one, your ASMR one.
I guess we are.
Oh, that's terrible.
But yeah,
No, stop it. The funny thing is, you're holding your headphone like you're listening for noise,
but your
there's
headphones aren't even
nothing
plugged in.
going to it.
we can plug your headphones in real easy. You just have to find the headphone splitter.
And the cable for those headphones.
The cable's over here.
But
Anyways,
so
let's get back to business.
let's get back to business. This is our podcast.
Yeah.
This is a chicken wing.
This is a chicken wing. So we have been hijacking Maisie's Twitter because
The last thing we tweeted was tweet.
because her Twitter is logged in on her computer and her computer is in the middle of our podcast circle. So what are we tweeting now, Nate?
I don't know, but there's two people that like tweet, and one of them was Lexi, and the other one was Christian.
I replied to it too. Can you retweet it and like it so I look cool?
Yeah. Okay. What should I say about you?
Say your headphone's not even plugged in. No, I don't know. Say, yeah.
Oh God!
Oh man,
Why did you give her a microphone?
because she wanted it on the podcast.
Yeah, I'm in.
I'm not gonna say no.
How about you guys like explain yourselves and how you got here?
Oh yes, tell
Okay.
us your stories.
So my
At
parents
the
met
same
at a
time,
party.
though.
Okay.
No,
Um,
I'm just kidding.
At the same time, I think that'd be cool.
No.
and
no.
then you just
Tell
go
us-
back and listen to it again, but focus on me the second time.
There you go. It's like a brain practice
Yeah.
thing. Like you gotta
Ooh,
like
baby,
dial in
a
your
trick.
focus.
Yeah.
Ooh,
No one's gonna like that.
no.
No one has brains.
How'd you end up at UCYC?
Go ahead, Lexi.
I don't want to go first.
How'd you end up
Okay.
here?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Go.
Lexi.
Well, I worked at Angela's Crest, and Amberly came with a bunch of the veteran summer staffers and helped us run one of our weeks. So she told me about the internship, so I applied, and I got the job. So
Woo woo.
I moved 300 miles away.
That's funny because I was working a women's event at my church, and Amberly was speaking, and she told me about summer staff. Then I moved 300 miles away.
Yep.
And I haven't gone back yet.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a
I
really
feel
far
like that's how
drive.
Amberly works.
She has those magical powers.
What's the name of this podcast?
The Creative Trailer Diaries.
Are you just catching up with us, or?
Yeah.
Nate, Lexi, how'd y'all end up here?
Go ahead, Lexi.
So, like 1999.
Oh no.
My
So
parents.
when a mommy and a daddy. who
No,
really
my
love
mom,
each other.
she was on her senior trip in Hawaii, and my dad lived there at the time, and they met at a party, and I happened that same night, and they've been together since then. No, not really, but
Oh no.
Oh,
Please don't.
man.
Please don't.
so yeah, I lived my life, and then I ended up in Arizona somehow, and I got the job.
Don't laugh at her. She's telling her story.
Yeah.
Everyone's story is valued, no matter how they tell it.
So I moved to Lake Havasu, and then May 23rd, that's the day before I graduated, And May 24th is when I turned 18 and graduated high school. And I got the job on May 23rd. And I came here at 5 in the morning on May 25th. I'm not good at math.
What's it?
That was a Saturday, I believe.
I think so.
Because I was at a wedding that weekend.
Yeah. And I remember meeting everyone. And I got put in Pines. You know, if you rearrange Pines, it spells
Stop.
It was a Friday. It was a Friday.
It
May
was a
25th
Friday,
was a
yeah.
Friday.
Thanks, Lexi. I'm gonna move on to my story. I'm so happy you're on this podcast with us today. I hope you get to come back.
I might go to exile.
It depends on what our fans think, and by fans
This
I
should
mean
be like Survivor. They
my,
get to vote us off.
my 12 Twitter followers that interact with me.
The tribe has spoken, and then like you guys blow up my candle.
Ooh. You do have a lot of candles.
You do have a
That
lot
was
of
the
candles.
other thing too. My dad was like trying to tell me how to use Twitter, because I made a joke about how like I only have I have a lot of followers, but like only 4 of them interact with me. And he's like, you just need to get retweeted by one famous person, and then everyone's gonna start following you. It's gonna be so good. I'm like, thanks, Dad.
Does your dad know a famous person that could like hook you up, or?
I don't know, Billy
you know
Baker.
the photographer Brandon Wolfel?
I know some photographers, but I don't know that person.
He's like really well known in the YouTube community,
Mhm.
and he follows me on Twitter.
There you go. So just let's just all tweet about the show, and maybe one of us can find a famous person.
Yeah.
There you go.
Anyway, Nate, story time.
So I grew up coming to camp, and I went on a mission trip with UCYC to the Dominican Republic, and down there, the kids thought I was Chinese, but I was the only one that spoke Spanish. So the UCYC staff was like, hey, you should be a summer staffer because we'll call you Chino. And I was like, yeah, no. And then that summer I ended up coming up and I did it. And
What was your name?
Chino.
That was your
Great.
camp name?
That
That
was
was
my
his
camp
camp
name.
name, yeah.
Tim, what was your camp name?
I was Hollywood.
Why?
I wanted SoCal, but we already had a lot of like coastal, like we had Coast,
Rippy.
Riptide, Baja, like we had all these ones, so they weren't like too like crazy about it. So I was like, well, my friend like told me I could try like Hollywood because I like movies and that's what I go to school for. Like, oh, that's a great camp name, and I'm like, I hate this so much. Like, I feel like it just didn't fit my
Why did they
personality
say that?
because like Hollywood seems so like pretentious, and I'm like, that's not who I am. So shout out to at Cassidy Grace for giving me my camp nickname.
She's the one that gave it to you?
Yeah, it was one of the ones she suggested.
Wow.
Do you want to know the options for my camp name?
What were they?
Megan wanted me to be extra because she thinks I'm extra.
I could see that.
Uh-huh.
I see that.
Yeah, and who was it? I forget who. I think it was Daniel and like Keegan. They wanted me to be hot sauce because every morning, like since I've been at camp, when they were trying to pick my name, I just pour like a whole bottle of hot sauce on my breakfast foods. And Courtney didn't want kids calling me hot sauce. And when we were picking my name, I had a Rebel in my hand, and she said, "That's your name.
That's your name.
The rest is history."
The rest is history. Mm.
So yeah.
Yeah. So those are our
Okay,
stories.
I didn't want to tell mine. It's fine.
You did tell.
You did tell. You're
No.
the first one.
Do you have
My
camp?
camp name.
Oh, does Angeles
Oh.
Crest do camp nicknames?
Yes.
Heck yes.
And so did Thousand
Tell us.
Pines. So
I'm ready.
the first camp that I worked
You
at.
had 2 nicknames?
No.
Oh, it carried over.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. First camp that I worked at required nature themed, so it was between like Buck and Flint. I went with Flint,
Mm-hmm.
and then when I went to Angeles Crest, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just stick with Flint.
There you go.
So,
Flint. I didn't know you had a camp nickname.
yep, Flint.
Maybe I'll start calling you by it.
But Angeles Crest is a lot more lenient with their camp names.
Mhm.
You can pretty much choose whatever you want as long as it's not inappropriate.
Gotcha.
So cartoon characters and
Yeah.
brands and
We
stuff
can't
like that.
do trademark names.
You can there.
You can there, though.
Great.
Let's just all pack up and go there.
Okay.
Just met with silence. It's cool.
Hey Barnum, don't listen to this. But
Barnum.
if you don't see us on Monday,
I'll put it in parentheses on the title. Number 2, parentheses. Barnum, don't listen to this, please.
please don't.
Oh, man. I'm trying to think.
I saw a movie.
You saw a documentary,
I did.
About rocks.
and you were very excited about
It's
it.
not
And
about rocks.
I enjoyed this. Tell us about it. I enjoyed our conversation.
So I went and saw Free Solo in Flagstaff
Mm-hmm.
alone. Anyway,
Alone.
it was a wonderful documentary about this guy that wanted to free solo climb El Capitan. No harness, no ropes, nothing. And it was a very intimidating documentary to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Just watching him practice it and like him talking about some of the holds that he had to use and stuff and some of the spots on the route. And while he's talking about it, they show footage of him falling while practicing it. And then seeing him at that spot free climbing it without any safety equipment was just so terrifying. I don't know. It's definitely, if you're into climbing at all.
Aesthetically, was it pleasing?
Oh, yeah.
Like to your ND fan base, would you recommend it?
Oh, yeah. It was... It's Yosemite. You can't get a bad shot in Yosemite.
True.
And then...
Yeah, I think I have a couple bad photos from Yosemite. When I shot on film.
And
My
doesn't
exposure
Yogi
was not
Bear
right.
live in Yosemite?
He lives in
Gravity
Yellowstone.
Falls.
The Yellowstone. What's the name?
Who?
What is Yellowstone called in his cartoon?
Jellystone.
Jellystone. Something like that.
Think.
Hey, Google man Nate.
Yeah, but going back
Go
to
go go
Free
go go go
Solo,
go 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 man Nate.
it got 100% on Rotten Tomato.
Wow.
So
guys,
I
I'm gonna
feel
make a
like, I
vlog
feel like that was worth the drive to
today.
fly
It
in.
definitely was. I really enjoyed myself. And I also helped pull an old lady off of Highway 69 yesterday.
Yes,
So.
that's true.
69.
Wait, what? What happened?
Let's
Her
see.
Cherokee
Of course
got
you'd
stuck in
help
the
her
middle
on
of the
that
highway.
highway.
So
For what?
Her Cherokee got stuck
Oh,
in the middle of the
Just gave
highway.
you like a mom face.
I thought you
So-
said like her wheelchair.
Yeah, her wheelchair.
Like, what is she doing out there?
It
Hey,
wasn't even an electric wheelchair.
yesterday
Just
Nate said he
bombing
wanted
it down
to
the
be in a
highway.
wheelchair.
Really? What?
I think I did say that. But was I with you?
Yeah.
Where were we?
We were driving behind the building in Pines when those people were walking with the cane. You're like, I want a cane so I can walk like that. And then I said, you should get a wheelchair. It's cooler. And you're like, yeah.
I did. Oh my gosh. The funny thing is, she said it, and like my brain was like, "Yeah, you did say that," and I was like, "Why would I have said that?"
Why is this
Like,
happening?
Arguing with your brain.
Yeah,
I saw it in your face too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you look shocked, and I'm like, is there a story that's not supposed to be told? Like, what's happening?
Why are you telling people this? No,
Lexi, shut up.
no, because
man.
Yeah.
yeah, it was because I,
bet
couldn't
that sounded
pinpoint.
really cool on there.
No,
No. See, if you had the headphone splitters,
My headphones
then
are in.
you would know for yourself.
So yeah, back to Free Solo, 100% on
Free Solo,
on
Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes.
100%.
dude, yeah, 100%. That's crazy.
Can I find it online somewhere and like buy it, like via iTunes or something? Or do I have to go to a
Google Man Nate.
select theater?
I don't know.
Oh.
I also think that this was the last time that it was going to be shown in Arizona theaters.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
It literally came out like last week.
Don't quote me on that. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. That is fine.
There's tons of showings out in SoCal.
Well, I'm not going to California until November 10th,
You
so.
can drive 6 hours
Well,
to watch a movie?
No.
You could fly out to LAX from Prescott
I could. They do fly now. They do
for
fly
like
back
$100.
there. What are you printing, Lexi?
Oh
I
no.
really hope the mic picked that up.
Yeah, I can hear it.
What does it say?
How do you
Okay.
spell trailer?
Oh.
Oh gosh.
Did you spell trailer wrong?
Yogi.
Trailer.
Oh, thank goodness. I almost put an O.
Like a
Trailer.
Trailer.
Trailer. Okay.
It
Yogi
is-
Bear.
It is Jellystone Park.
Jellystone.
Yep.
Kidney stones.
You were right, Lexi. Look at you.
Gripping stone.
Gripstone.
Skipping
Rock climbing.
And then Free Solo.
Tiptoe to the window.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Last night we watched The Conjuring and everyone thinks I'm weird because I laughed the whole time.
That's the clappy one, right?
Huh?
The-
Yeah.
The clap. No?
I've never seen The Conjuring.
Oh, you weren't there. I don't know why I looked at you.
That's like when they're playing hide and seek. They're like clap, and the hands come out of the closet.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they're like.
I was.
You were in.
Honestly, in that movie, it was all white people, so I'm pretty sure that they made up the ghost stories as an excuse so then they could act crazy.
Mm.
You can pre-order Free Solo for $9.99 on iTunes.
Ooh.
That's not bad.
That's
It's not
cheaper
bad
than
at
my
all.
ticket and gas.
You got a ticket? You said you didn't get a ticket.
No,
My
movie ticket.
Movie ticket.
Yeah,
Oh.
movie ticket.
Movie ticket. Oh man.
But if you did get a ticket, so what?
Wait, Nate, did you hear about that?
Did you hear the
Wait,
story?
what?
I got
No.
pulled over last
You got
night.
pulled over yesterday.
What
I was
happened?
swerving because I was tired because I just drove for an hour and a half and it was like 11:30, and the cop pulled me over and was like, "Have you had anything to drink tonight?" And I said, "Nope." He said, "Okay. I'm gonna like look at this light," and he like moved it around and I followed it with my eyes.
Yeah.
He was like, you seem fine," and he shined the flashlight on my eyes and he's like, "Your pupils are reacting fine. I'm gonna hold on."
Pupils.
And then he got a breathalyzer and
Yeah.
made me do a breathalyzer and it came back with zeros, and he was like, "I guess you're fine."
You're like, yeah. What did he tell you anything after that? Was he
He-
like,
he
why were
just
you
said, "Stay in
swerving?
your own lane."
Go take a nap,
That's
Stay in
weird.
your lane.
lame boy.
Lame
So that
boy.
was fun.
Lame.
Whatever, however the song is, I can't
It's always
remember.
one of those things when you see the lights behind you, you're like, "Well, I'm going to jail."
Well,
I
this
didn't
is
do anything
happening.
wrong, but
I get scared. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
what's in my car? Even though I don't have anything, but like my
What's in my car?
my brain goes, who are you?
Johnny.
No, mute her mic. Get out.
Nope. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. I had
Oh
to cut
my
the podcast
gosh.
because Lexi started playing some Johnny on her phone, and we don't like that here.
It's fire.
So
no, super hot fire.
we're back.
Use y equals mx plus b to
We're
calculate the
back
line
and
of the
better
line.
than
You know, blah
ever.
blah blah. I can't speak. Words are hard.
Stop with the word
What?
podcasting.
What?
Huh?
What? What?
Oh God.
Who are
scared.
you?
I just
What?
glitched. I'm
Anyway,
sorry.
Tuesday, $5 movie at Harkin. 7
Hey.
o'clock. It's Halloween.
It's gonna be
Who's
my first
going?
time seeing it.
I'm going.
I'm going.
I'm going.
Speaking of
Wait,
Halloween,
the original one or
Yeah, the original.
Okay.
I was at
Tuesday, 7
Target
o'clock.
last night, and I was looking at the Halloween decorations,
Mhm.
and me and Megan were looking at the blow up things, you know, you put in front of your house.
Yeah.
And there was like a wiener dog wearing like a pumpkin outfit or something, and the
Mhm.
name of it was Hello Weenie Dog.
Have you have
Oh,
you
that's
gone to
good.
the actual Halloween store that's like
Not
scared
yet.
of Halloween?
I'm kind of waiting to go.
Yeah.
I usually wait last minute for
Oh.
most things.
Why?
No, you want to go like now.
Just
Right
check
now.
just check it all out before it disappears.
Yeah, because as you get closer to Halloween,
There's less stuff up because
Oh,
people buy it all.
Well,
But I'm actually severely disappointed in the decoration level of my apartment. Sarah talked up a
Ooh.
big game about how Halloween our apartment was going to be when we moved in. And currently there's 3 paper bats taped to the wall. And
Only
can I
three?
talk about
we
Sarah's
have-
Halloween
and
decorations?
I have a little candle holder. It looks like a jack-o'-lantern, and that's it.
That's what she's doing right now.
so yes.
No.
So,
But at Costa,
so I am
literally there's a whole
disappointed.
cabinet full of Halloween decorations,
Yes.
and I went through it and put them up around Costa.
That's totally fine because
And
they are not up in my house.
I found 2 bats, and on one bat it said Sarah, and on the other bat it said Ricky. And I hung them up.
Or
and
were
I-
they the paper ones or the plastic
They're
ones?
the real plastic
Yeah,
ones.
yeah, yep, I
and
know
I
what you're talking about.
scared Jessie really bad with one because I hung it above the couch, and she was laying down. She looked up, and she said, "Ah."
Just
Ah!
like that.
What'd she say?
Sounded like she
How'd
was
it
very scared.
Ah.
So you taped the mic to the mic stand, and you're sitting there
But
holding
you're still
it.
like death gripping it.
Death grips. Let's talk about them.
No, let's not.
Yeah, what-
Chance isn't here.
What do you think about death grips?
So King and Chance over the summer showed me death grips, and I really like Hunger Games and Guillotine.
What's Death Grips?
It's a band.
It's a band.
Okay, I thought so.
Ooh, ah.
That is not.
That's
that-
not
nope.
the band.
That's not it.
I'm pretty sure that's what they don't sound
That
like.
ain't it, Chief. That ain't it.
What?
Mhm.
What is happening?
What is this podcast?
What is going on?
So yeah, the cinematography in Free Solo is
Solo?
really cool
Okay,
too.
can we
because
talk about the cinematography in To All the Boys I Loved Before?
Yes, can we? Let's talk
the
about the
scene
movie.
when they're
Have
going
you-
to
have you
their
seen that
high
movie,
school
Nate?
retreat.
I
wanna
have seen
talk
that
about it
movie.
Tam-
Have you
Tamala.
seen it?
You
Okay.
know the bus scene where they're going to the retreat and it's like a drone
Yeah.
and you just see the trees and the bus in the snow?
Mhm.
I freaked out because it was so pretty.
Wow. I just love the colors. The color correction they did in that movie was very aesthetically
so
pleasing.
amazing.
And I'm not the biggest Netflix original person, just because I don't use Netflix a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
You should.
I'm a terrible
There's a lot of really good
millennial,
stuff.
whatever I am.
Yeah.
But to all the boys I loved before, because I read the series like 3 times. Oh my gosh.
I started the book, and like the first 5 chapters are already so different from the movie.
It is definitely different, but like I feel like they did pretty well translating it. I
Yeah.
really hope. I don't know if they've signed on for the other 2 movies, but I really hope they do.
There's
'cause-
more?
Yeah, it's a trilogy.
Oh my gosh.
Does Cassidy make you watch them? Why do you sound so frustrated, Nate?
Because they're just
He's
going to ruin it.
frustrated.
No. All joking aside, the movie was good. It was a good movie.
They fell in love so quick.
True.
Like literally the first 13 minutes of them fake dating. You
As
could tell they were in
soon
love.
as she wrote down the contract, you're like, oh, he's gone.
Yeah.
He's a goner.
They're lucky that they could get a contract.
And that's it, folks.
Rip.
That's our podcast for today.
I was joking.
Oh man.
I'm going to go
But
cry.
okay, another
in the
Netflix movie.
bathroom.
Have y'all
I do that
watched
too.
Sierra Burgess?
No.
I started it, and then I skipped to the middle, then I skipped to the end, and I didn't watch it.
It's not.
You
It's
could have
definitely
said no.
Cassidy
it's-
and I didn't like it.
So Justin watched it, and Justin loved it, which is really interesting
Really?
because Justin doesn't really get the whole John Hughes, Ferris Bueller, 16 Candles, like that whole like
Yeah.
genre and like era of like
Freaking
coming of age
Justin, man.
movies.
He needs to grow
And he doesn't
up.
really understand it, so like he never really wanted to watch them with me. But then he watched this one, and he's like, "Oh, I loved it. I thought it was so good. Da-da-da. Like you need to watch this. We can talk about it." So I watch it, and the first thing I do is text him halfway through, and I'm like, "You do realize you just admitted to enjoying a coming of age story?"
Yeah.
He's like, "How is this a coming of age story?" I'm like, "Bro, it is literally like someone replicated a John Hughes movie
Yeah.
in today's day and age." So, I like it for the nostalgia feel. I don't know if I necessarily like her character.
Is that a word?
Yeah,
Nostalgia?
nostalgia feel.
It sounds like something you'd find in the ocean.
But I don't know if
Just
I
nostalgia.
Yeah, I don't like that feeling.
yeah, but I don't know if I like her character though, because like her character eventually like just falls as low as the other girl and like embarrasses her in front of the whole school, and I'm like, you're supposed to be better than this.
Yeah.
They never
Also,
are.
also
They never
in
are.
the whole era of like Me Too and consent, it's really weird because she kissed him without him knowing who it was. He thought he was kissing another girl, but
How did he not know? Was his eyes closed, or she like?
Yeah, his eyes were closed because she was there because she was following them on the date, like texting her, telling her what to say.
So the
'cause-
girls ended up helping each other out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They become friends.
That's where I stopped.
I'm confused.
So-
How long were his eyes closed that he didn't know who he was kissing?
Yeah, I feel like if you're kissing someone, you eventually open your eyes, even if it's just like a peek.
So he does,
Yeah.
and then he,
Right here.
He does, and then she like freaks out, and then like they swap places, and he was really confused, and she like tried to cover up. She's like, no, like it was me, like I just get really nervous, like I don't need to look at me when I kiss you, like the blonde girl. So yeah, they become friends, and then
I wish they just hated each other.
I'm
the whole
confused.
movie.
Why did they do that?
basically it's a coming of age story meets like Cyrano de Bergerac. Like, do you know the story of Cyrano?
Those
Cyrano
were
had-
terrifying words.
So Cyrano de Bergerac has this really big nose, so he doesn't want to talk to this girl, and the girl doesn't like him based on his appearances, but the girl does like him based on his intelligence and the way he talks, and basically just him as a person. And so the whole thing, it's like the classic, like, well, send the pretty boy and tell him what to say and whisper to him and say this to her, and like win her over with my words. And then eventually he reveals
So
himself.
they're
to her.
catfishing.
Yeah,
That's
basically
what I don't
that's
like
what it
about
is. I don't know why I took so long to that.
lying. It's like Johnny.
Yeah.
All they do
But
is lie.
technically, all of it
Lexi.
falls on the cheerleader girl. 'Cause the cheerleader girl. I feel like I just need to recap the movie from the beginning, so I'm
Oh,
looking
no.
backwards now.
They catfished.
The cheerleader girl took her phone number off of a flyer, and she gave it to the dude because the dude was like, "Hey, get your number." She was like, "Yeah, totally," but like gave him the other girl's number. But
Yeah, but the girl should have just been honest from the beginning.
true, she should have been honest and been like, "Oh, who's this?" Not like, "Oh, you're really pretty. I'm gonna not tell you who I am."
Yeah. That's what I
But-
didn't like about it. The whole catfish feeling.
Yeah.
I was like, this isn't right.
This isn't right.
That ain't
So-
it, Chief.
That ain't it, Chief.
But also to the ending, there's one line in the end where he's like, "You're not everyone's type, but you're
You're not
mine."
my dad.
So like the first time I heard that, I was like, "Oh, that's sweet. Like she's the one for him." But I'm like, "No, that's like
really good.
terrible. Like no one else is gonna like you but me." Basically, is what he said, and I'm
Oh.
like, "This sucks." So I'm still working through my feelings on that movie, as you can tell.
I did like the way it was being shot.
I like the way it was shot.
And
The
the-
music,
It's like manipulative, though.
the
like,
music was good.
Yeah.
The music was good.
nobody's gonna like you except for me.
You're not everyone's type, but you're mine. Like, you're not everyone's person, but you're my person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of a manipulative way to go about that.
Yeah. Also, Charlie's Angel reboot, Noah Centineo, however you say his name, is in it, and I'm so
Why
excited.
is he just in everything?
Because
Have you seen his tweets?
Yes, I've seen his Twitter, where he just like tweets random quotes.
Nate, what are you looking at?
I don't know. I'm going
Oh,
through Twitter.
God.
and
Wait. Can you say what you're looking at though?
Let
No.
me just describe it. Hand in pants.
What?
What?
You're making it sound way
Okay.
worse than it is.
I don't know.
I saw it for a split second.
Oh my goodness.
Confused.
Freaking Twitter.
Moving on.
Can I do an advertisement?
No.
And now for a word from our
Not
sponsors.
from yeah.
Rebel Vlogs dropping tonight.
No one wants.
Ooh.
No.
If they're listening to this, they probably also want to see Rebel
Lexi,
Bugs.
Lexi, are
be
you
real.
actually putting it on YouTube, or are you
Yeah,
just
I
gonna?
posted my other one on
Ooh.
YouTube.
Okay, link is gonna be down in the description, y'all.
Yeah.
Go
and
check out Rebel Vlogs.
dislike it. Don't like it. Just dislike it, please.
What?
Get Rebel off of YouTube.
This is the worst
Hashtag.
ad ever. It's like South Park.
Yeah, she's trying to be South Park.
And Rebel Vlogs.
I'm a buff baby, but I dance like a man.
Oh my goodness.
Who are you?
What is happening?
I'm scared.
Oh man. I feel like
I
next
think we
time
got guest groups to go deal with.
I
right
feel like
now.
the next time Lexi's on the show, we'll have to have like a bunch of just like there has to be 3 like just straight men, and then she'll just be the crazy one.
Wait, why straight men?
No, like in the comedy the comedy troupe, there's always the straight man who like doesn't like go into the jokes. He's just there to like keep the world grounded.
I think it'd be a better podcast if we were 3 gay men.
I love the gays.
We're just gonna have the podcast version of Queer Eye.
This one, this podcast has to have like an R-rated, like an R rating.
This will be the last episode.
Yeah.
I'm just put parentheses warning. Sorry,
Squidward.
Barnum, please don't listen. And then warning, Lexi's on this podcast.
You know.
Lexi rating.
Lexi rating.
What does that mean? Rated L?
I don't know. I guess.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, are you guys excited for basketball season to start?
Ooh.
Totally.
Warriors.
Are you serious?
Warriors.
Can you please step off of your bandwagon?
I'm
And-
from the Yay area.
No, you're not.
But okay, here's the thing though. I feel like Nate, you're just your team is not good.
Who's his team?
He's a Suns fan.
Who are
Suns
they?
fan. Oh
Phoenix
my
Suns?
gosh.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. Get out, both of you.
I just feel like no matter what team she's gonna pick, you're gonna like say something along the lines of like step off your bandwagon, like stop being a hater.
No.
Like
It's just Warriors. Now.
yeah.
I'm actually really excited for LA.
really
Like the Lakers.
Of course
The
you are.
Lakers?
It'll be interesting to see LeBron.
My friend went to a
Lead.
Clippers game
LeBron
yesterday.
James.
LeBron James.
LeBron
James.
James. LeBron
LeBron
James.
James.
LeBron.
Oh man, this podcast is getting out of control.
You know what's getting out of control?
What?
Your hair.
My hair is getting out of
It
control.
needs a little trim up.
So Ricky's getting
Little
married
buzz.
this next weekend.
Freaking Ricky.
I know he's getting married. So
Ricky, I want to be your friend. If you're listening.
I don't know if you want to be his friend.
I want to be Ricky's friend.
I don't.
I told him happy birthday.
Oh.
did you?
Yeah.
Did
Then
he
you
respond?
then
Yeah,
you guys
he
are
did.
you guys are basically friends then.
I hope
So.
we're friends. I feel like Ricky's like pretty chill.
Real talk though, RuneScape Mobile.
No.
Really?
I want to talk about Ricky
Yeah,
still.
RuneScape Mobile is a thing now.
Let's talk about
It's
Ricky.
RuneScape Classic.
I have RuneScape on my computer right now.
Is that you would want to
Like
talk
the-
about Ricky?
The
Yeah,
actual download.
Nate, Chance, and I have it on our computer.
That's
'cause
awesome.
One time
Yeah.
last year, we had nothing to do, so we all played together.
Yeah.
What level were you guys?
Oh,
It was a day.
it was a new character.
Oh,
So-
you started fresh. Oh no.
It was
Yeah.
one day,
yeah.
and then we.
Yeah,
And then we
I
never
hopped in
reverted
there
to
not
the
too long
microphone.
ago to
Work.
see
Then we
how
never
my
went
dude
back.
was doing.
Yeah.
The
So-
same as when I left him.
But Ricky's getting married next weekend, so we're gonna go to John Hancock.
Ooh, you said a bad word.
And no, it's a barbershop.
Yes.
The cool thing about it is you can drink a beer and like smoke a cigar.
While they
While they-
do your hair
yeah.
and beard and stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty badass.
Or they can actually take like an actual like the knife blade to your face.
I want them
razor?
to. Yeah.
Ooh.
What if they cut your face?
I
Are you gonna
That'd
shave?
be okay.
They're trained professionals.
Wait,
Lexi.
are you gonna shave?
I'm gonna
I
have
thought he
them
wanted your
shave my
facial
head.
hair.
Are you gonna straight razor shave your head?
Yeah, I want them to do it.
Ooh.
That's gonna be nice.
Yeah, so that's why I've been letting it grow out. So
Mm-hmm.
I go there and I pay money for them to actually do something. And I'm gonna have them clean this up a little bit.
You don't
I'm
want to pay
thinking,
somebody to just kind of
Yeah,
clippers.
put a hot rag on my head and just be like, okay, you're good.
Smoke a cigar.
Yeah,
That'll be $50.
that'd be $50.
Gage gave me a cigar.
He did.
Yeah.
Have you
He
smoked
did.
it?
No.
It's terribly old. I would not.
Yeah, I would.
Yesterday, Zach came into my room and then he found the cigar and he really wanted it. And
Wait,
said,
Zach was here?
Yeah, he's in
Zelko's
town.
here, yeah.
Yeah,
Where
We're
is he?
working rec in spring.
he's
in
working
rec.
rec at 3:30.
So we could all.
Which
Yeah,
actually,
down
oh god, he's working in Springs. Was he doing zipline?
I think.
That got canceled.
Oh, well, at least he's here hanging out with Jesse.
Yeah.
I don't know if it did or not. It was still on their schedule yesterday when I saw it.
Ooh, guys, guess what we're doing tonight? All four of us.
Hmm.
Spicy Streets.
Yeah,
Who's the
about
four?
that.
Who's the four of us?
The four on the podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, what's this guy's name?
Hard pass.
That's not in my
that
budget.
is Steph
Not only that,
Curry.
but I want.
Did you read his name?
decent-
No,
I
I
also.
no, I didn't. I can't
Ooh.
read.
You don't
I'm
even know who
dyslexic and
Steph
I'm
Curry
blind in my
is.
left eye.
Oh man, but here's the thing. I have never been to Spicy Streets. I survived the whole summer of Riptide trying to get us to go.
He
I,
tried
I only
hard.
talk crap about Spicy Streets
So
because everybody
therefore-
likes it a lot.
It's one of those like it's like that hipster part of me that's still alive that won't go because everyone
it's too
always wants.
mainstream?
Yes,
Exactly.
like
It's the only good Mexican place, like authentic Mexican food
Absolutely
place
not.
that's fine.
in Prescott.
It is nowhere near authentic.
That is totally
it is.
fine,
No.
but it's just
What would you say it's better than that?
he just pushed it so much I didn't want to go
What?
ever. I don't want to go ever. I don't want to
How are
give
you
him
saying
the
it's not
satisfaction.
authentic?
It's not. It's very hipster.
What are do they make their tortillas in house?
Yeah,
What
They
kind?
do. That's kind of cool.
Corn or flour?
I've only gotten corn,
I'm taking
Okay,
great
okay.
selfies.
Okay.
but they make their own salsa. They make everything.
Okay.
They boil their own corn.
So you went to
I didn't like those statement.
you went to Sancho's Tacos. Which do you like better?
I don't like Sancho's.
You
Why?
don't. Did you go for
Don't.
breakfast or did you go for
I went
lunch?
for breakfast,
Okay,
Oh.
I don't like their breakfast burritos.
but I've been there for lunch.
Yeah.
and I don't like it.
Which tacos did you get?
I've gotten.
Because some of them come with a sweet sauce right
I
off the
hate
bat,
the sweet sauce.
which is probably why you don't like their
Yeah.
lunch tacos.
I hate their sweet sauce. I've tried. I've done their chorizo.
Mm-hmm.
And
Chorizo.
yeah, and I feel like it's hard to get that right,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think they got it right.
So
and then
you
I've done their
That's racist.
chicken.
so Spicy Streets is better. You're saying?
Yeah,
Has-
Sancho's is also like very expensive.
Yeah, it's not a every week place. Where did I go with Cassidy and Phoenix when I was there?
We haven't gone there yet.
Gone where?
don't remember what
The
it's
taco
called.
place.
Yeah,
She keeps on telling me
that
about
place was freaking dope.
it. Was it?
It was so good, and it was decently priced. Like,
Do you guys
cheap.
know King Taco?
Yes,
That
I do know King Taco.
that is like my go-to
Okay,
in California, just because it's down the
Noted.
street from my grandma's house.
Yeah.
And then there's
Interesting.
also a taco truck that drives around.
My
And that's
favorite
really good, too.
place is my godmother's Mexican cooking because she's Mexican.
It's so racist of you to say that.
I really like Casa Sanchez in, I think it's Chino.
There's one in here, down the street.
I've never been there.
But you see, we would go every weekend or every other weekend, and it got to the point
Oh,
where
Chino, California.
Yeah,
Oh.
sorry.
I thought you were saying Chino.
Sorry.
I was
No.
like, that's a
There's
weird
a
place
Chino
to go
Valley
for
here.
just Mexican food.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, we would go all the time, and it got to the point where
You would drive all the way to Chino.
my
where
dad
did you-
lives in Chino.
Okay.
Well, he lives in Ontario, but like Chino
Yeah.
area of
I know what you're talking
Ontario.
about.
Yeah, it got to the point where we'd just show up, and our waiter would be like, "Same thing," and we're like, "Yep."
That's
And
like
just
my
bring our
family
food
at
out.
Super Max. We would go there all the time. And the waiters haven't changed in like 20 years.
Yeah.
It's freaking great.
I've gotten like that at Typhoon.
Really?
It's a Vietnamese place, and it's like this. The store is smaller than like the window over, so you just like walk in
Just
and
walk
the
in,
lady's
or-
cooking
yeah.
like right in front of you. And I walked in the last time, and she's like, "Same thing." I'm like,
Where is this place?
It's right next to Liquor Deli.
Ooh.
Uh,
Next time you go.
it's pretty expensive too.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's like a special thing.
Yeah, but the lady's super nice, and she makes it really hot. Makes a good pad thai.
Stop
Oh.
it, Lexi.
Freaking love pad thai.
Who are you?
So good.
My name is.
I'm disappointed that there's no pho restaurants.
Me
Anywhere near
too.
here.
I know how to make pho. I'm gonna make it for us someday.
Nor is there like a
Do
decent
we have to wait
ramen
for
place?
Jamil?
No,
Okay.
that's only for the spam
I
recipe.
feel like you make pho by getting all of the ingredients and kind of bundling them together, and then getting really hot water and just throwing it all in there.
Nah.
And
No,
then
you
like,
gotta
here you go,
you gotta soak, like, you like soak the
noodles.
And they have different
And
broths. It's not just
yeah.
water.
meat too.
It was a joke, guys. It's fine.
Oh.
Sorry.
I thought it was funny. That's all that matters.
We take our food very seriously.
Dude,
here
I
on
take
the
my
podcast.
pho very seriously. What's your guys' go-to like style of food?
Go to style.
like to
Like-
make
like-
or
like-
to just go and get.
Like just like
Like I'll never
go
get
eat.
tired of.
Yeah.
Any form of Chinese food, whether it's like panda or like nice Chinese food or just like crap Chinese food, I will eat all of it.
I love
Fair.
Greek food.
Really, we had.
Food
I don't
is
even know if it was a good Greek place, but I liked it.
Justin went there once. He said it was good, and then they closed
And-
2 weeks later.
Yeah.
So
That's why I feel like it is whenever I do go find like new places. I'm like, oh, this is really good, and then
They
the next
close.
week they shut down.
Yeah.
And dummies.
in Roland Heights, everything's like, oh, this is a really good place. You should try it. And then you go, and there's a sign on the door that says it's been closed because they have like a roach infestation. And you're like, great.
So, man, oh man.
Yeah. What about
Food.
you, Lexi?
Go to food.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I don't know. I'm a sucker for ramen noodles, so like, I like soup. Even if it's hot, I like eating soup.
There's a couple places that have ramen here. The only good place is the sushi place that's by the cheesecake place. What is it called?
Cheesecake
You named
Factory.
two places that I don't know.
Sushi
what they
place,
are.
cheesecake place.
So right across from the bistro, there's the place where we went for lunch last year, and like they do the homemade cheesecake.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
down the street. Yes.
Yeah, it's literally, and then right next to it, there's a sushi place.
Yeah.
Ginseng, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
That's the only place that I found
yeah.
that has decent ramen. It's not like to die for, but it's like passable.
Which, am I the bottom red one?
You and Jonathan are on the
Yeah,
bottom
I'm
one,
on there too.
Oh, so if we both talk, it's both good.
Yeah.
Ah.
See how we're both talking? Oh, I guess
Oh,
it's just me.
And it's moving
Yeah.
now.
And, yeah. See. I like the waveform on your laugh.
It does it like decreases. It's like it's like a triangle.
I hit my tooth on the microphone. Oh.
That hurts. I've been there.
Why does it do that?
I don't.
It's moving and then it stops.
And then it stops. I don't know, but then it starts moving again.
Ha!
And watch, the red line is slowly going to move to the middle of the thing, and then it's going to stop again. Watch. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Oh.
What are we doing?
I don't know. I don't know. I think that's it for today.
No, that is
No,
never
we
it.
have
This-
another minute and
this-
15 seconds.
This has been the creative
How long has
trailer.
it been?
This has been the creative trailer diaries episode 2. I'm Tamala.
I'm Jonathan.
I'm Lexi,
And I'm Nate.
and you're watching Disney Channel.
No, they're not.